Hello everyone, and welcome back to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Today we're on the tropical part of the game because we're on the water world. We're on World 4, and we're starting out with one of, if not my favorite, level in this entire game. So, without any further ado, Amiss Abyss. Almost don't want to even talk over this one. It's so beautiful, and it's just such a great level. I'm just gonna let the level do the talking. In 3, 2, 1. My God, isn't that just gorgeous? Like, oh my God. And the scenery in the, like, I feel like every single time I play this level I notice something different in the background that I never noticed before. There's just so much look at the whales. I never noticed the whales back there. Oh my God. Like, it's really pretty, but also kind of terrifying at the same time. Which is, I guess, just the ocean in general. So, good job, game. You made the ocean exactly as it actually is. Only thing with this level is you have to keep an eye out for the letters and stuff, because they are easy to miss with this aesthetic. We haven't had actually a silhouette level since the very beginning of the game, so it's good to have another one. And just, oh my God, it's like it's almost like it's such a simple idea, and yet it's so gorgeous what they did with it. And oh my God, I don't want to even talk over it. It's just so beautiful. And the music, I didn't even mention the music. It's just definitely one of the best levels in the game. Like top 3 for sure. Well, I don't know, if you don't count bosses, this is probably the undisputed number 1 for me. Because there's a boss later on in the game that's just, it's one of my favorite parts of the entire game. It's so fun. It's so cool. It's so difficult, but like it's fair, and I love it so much. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my favorite level in this game is. There's a lot that are up there. Sawmill Thrill is one of the top contenders for sure. This one, obviously. I made it very clear I like this level a lot. Oh God. There's some in World 5 actually that are, well, I mean World 5 in general is one of my favorites in the game, but some specific levels in World 5 are really, really neat. And World 6, the whole game is great. Then there's like this Grassland Groove, Scorching Torch from the last world. I don't know. Like, how do you even pick a favorite in a game this good? Right? It's hard. It's hard to choose. And I said I'd use Diddy a bit more, and here I am. Mainly because it was kind of the only option to refill my health. Nope. Anything up here? Nope. I almost killed myself for that. For nothing. Look at the seahorses! Oh my God, is that pretty. Oh my God. This level. This level. Then there's gonna be that glowing shit in the background now because we're getting really deep under the water. Which again is simultaneously terrifying and gorgeous. So, okay, so this is interesting. There's this game that I used to play. I think the Grumps did it as well. It's called Endless Ocean. Actually, the second one is one I used to play a lot. And that game, maybe I'll play it someday on the channel, because it's a really cool game. Doesn't get nearly enough attention. It's on the Wii. And they have areas. You're basically you're diving, and oh my God, exploring shit, finding marine life and treasure and all that stuff. And it sounds kind of lame when you say it like that, but actually the things they managed to do with it are actually really cool. Like, there's almost nothing like necessarily bad about the game. I mean, the story's kind of... I mean, the story's actually pretty decent. I mean, for a game that's about diving. Ow. It's pretty good. But it's just like, it's these big open areas you can explore underwater and find marine life and interact with it and look for treasure. And there's like photography quests and like guided tours you can do and just all kinds of stuff. Dolphin training. Everything you can think that they would have put in a game like that. An aquarium where you can put whatever the fucking animals you want. It's just a really cool game. But they have areas where you go into the deep sea, which I'm gonna guess isn't super accurate. I don't think people could do that realistically. I guess it's not that deep, but I guess you don't have to go that deep underwater for it to be like dark and stuff like that, which is terrifying. But I don't know, it just made me think of it. And I remember as a kid I was always terrified. Actually, the first game is actually worse. Not worse, in like the fear of the deep sea in the first game is so much worse. That, like, the abyss in the first Endless Ocean is like a straight up horror game. It's seriously terrifying. And there's like a whale down there too. And so you can just be going along minding your damn business, and then suddenly a whale just looms out of the darkness, and it's, oh god, it's scary. It's a cool game, but god damn it. I don't think I would never, ever, ever in my life do that. No. No fucking way. Swimming with whales? I wouldn't swim with whales if it's like light out. If I'm in the deep sea, you can forget it. No way. Okay, I think I'm almost done. Oh god. But yeah, this just reminded me of it. I kind of want to play that game again now. It's a long game though. I mean, the story's not that long, but if you want to like do everything, it takes a lot. I've only ever found all the species once. And I played the game for like years as a kid. So I don't know, maybe I should give it a shot. And like it's cool because it's one of those like Mario Galaxy, right? It's on the Wii. It uses the motion controls to some extent, but not to an extent where it's like annoying. Like generally it's actually really easy to play. And the controls are really nice and very simple. Just a very simple game. But also there's like so much to it. It's like simple and not at the same time. Anyway though, that's that level done. Took me almost 10 minutes. 9 minutes for that one level. Cool. But yeah, that's incredible. It's just such a beautiful work of art, that level. I love those kind of levels in this game. They're like, it's an art piece almost, more than it's like an actual level you play through. Like Grassland Groove, it's just a freaking party. It's awesome. But like that one was more calm and sort of relaxed. Grassland Groove is more like in your face. This is awesome. They're both awesome in their own way. Alright. I rate 8. This level is hard, I think. I mean, the game is starting to really pick up in difficulty a lot, so most of the levels from here on out are pretty hard. Some more than others. I almost fucked myself on that very first jump. You see that? I don't have no Kongs to help me on this one. This is actually a new puzzle, which is cool, because they do. It's like one of the only things I don't like about this game is that they recycle these bonus rooms a lot. Oh, fuck. There's like, I mean, I guess there's a lot, but there's so many instances of them in the game that even if they don't repeat that much, there's so many of them that you do all the combinations at least a couple times, or more than a couple, and it does get a little bit old. It's It's like literally the only complaint about this entire game I can think of. Although, like, how many configurations can you really think of? I guess. But I mean, it's kind of their job to be really creative, so I don't know. I think maybe just like 10 more of those, and it would have been perfect. There have been enough where you could like shake it up a bit more, or like I don't know, variations of the same like platforming challenge, but like a different configuration of the actual bananas or something. I don't know. Just make them a bit more unique and less repetitive, I think. Although maybe the charm of it's supposed to be the fact that you can like master it, and then by doing it over and over again, you master it, and then you can do it really fast. I don't know. That's cool, but you can just do that by replaying the levels if you really want to. I mean, there is a time attack mode in this game, so the levels are very replayable because they're just so cool. They're really pretty and fun. You just want to do it again. I don't know. I feel like they could have done something with that. Actually, better idea. I never use that ability. It's like probably one of the most useful things that I have available to me in the game, and I never use it for some stupid reason. It's dumb, I guess. Thread the needle. Nice. Oh, that music. God, it's so beautiful. I think this world actually has some of the best music in the game. Like, oh my god, this world and World 2, I think, have the best music in the game. But they're all good. They're all, I mean, it's like, how do you even choose, you know? Hopefully nothing was in that little clam I didn't bother to look into. Oh god, this takes a lot of muscle memory and just coordination. Done in a bunch, so I know what's coming up. But I mean, you have to really move fast if you want those puzzle pieces, especially. Oh god, and then it's filling up with ink as well. Ready. And don't do that one too early, because if you do it too early, it shoots you right into a checkpoint, so you have to restart the level to get that O if you miss it. Which sucks. Hello? Let's poke him in the eye. Poke his eyes out. Ouch. I don't know why he's so angry with me. And why he's moving his tentacles in such a such a robotic pattern. Why am I criticizing this game? I've been like, I don't know, maybe I've reached my maximum capacity of like compliments, so I have to throw in some insults too. But I can't really think of any, so I'm reduced to nitpicking tiny things. I hate when people do that, by the way. Like, nitpick tiny little things in like movies and stuff. It's like, come on. No movie's flawless. You can't. Then why? It's like Harry Potter. Oh, I'm talking about Harry Potter again. Oh, shocker. But there's a lot of plot holes. I get that. But like, first of all, it's a fictional story of some kind, big fictional franchise. They all have plot holes. The MCU does. They all have plot holes. Any movie does if you try hard enough. But or book. But it's just like nitpicking like the tiny little details. It's like, come on. The fact that like what they did. Actually, I'm kind of guilty of this too with the movies. Nitpicking little tiny things from the movies. It's like what they managed to do was so impressive. Like they had a cast of children basically, and they made the movies and stayed on schedule and had them keep coming out as the kids grew older. But they had to do it fast because the kids were growing up. They didn't want to grow up too much. So they managed to get them all the movies done in the appropriate time frame with the same actors, and they had no, like, basically no issues with, like, scheduling or kids growing up or having other, I don't know, not being available for the movies. And meanwhile, the series wasn't even done being written when they started. And the fact that they had, like, I don't know, it's just... And it was like this special effects, like, miracle, to be honest, when it first came out. Such a high-maintenance movie, I guess you could say. Like, it's incredible. Yeah, there's flaws, but, like... Sometimes you gotta just forget the flaws and don't overlook the fact that, like, they did something incredible with those movies. Same with Marvel. Marvel's full of plot holes, and you can nitpick those, and I guess that's fine, but shouldn't overlook the fact that what they did with the MCU is incredible. Like, when has anyone ever done that? Have, you know, up to Endgame, let's say, up 22 movies of plot development with a billion characters, and it all works? Like, what? It's really incredible, and people need to give it credit. That's what I think. But that's just my 2 cents. Now, like, major plot holes, yeah, I'm fine with nitpicking those, but like tiny little things like, oh, why didn't this person do this? It's like, I don't know, because they're human. People don't think of everything. They make mistakes. That's what makes characters interesting. Oh, God. Now, one of the things I will say about Harry Potter, though, is I do like it a lot, but, well, it kind of comes back to J.K. Rowling, and I know I've complained about her a lot, too, but, like, most of Harry Potter is, oh my God, free from her sort of BS worldviews. She didn't insert them too much into her story, thank God, but, I do think that she thinks mostly in stereotypes, and, like, I don't know if that's entirely her fault, because, like, that's kind of the thing with stereotypes, is you don't realize you're doing it sometimes, but... I mean, she really... her only Asian character is called Cho Chang. Really? And she's in Ravenclaw? Really? Really? I heard something where someone was like, oh, too bad there wasn't this house for, like, ninjas and chopsticks, because she probably would have put her in there. Because that's, like, all she thinks in is stereotypes. That's the main one. I mean, it's not like... I don't know. Well, obviously there's no transgender people in her story, because she wouldn't write that. But, I don't know, I feel like she definitely does think in stereotypes a lot. And it shows a little bit. Certain chapters, it really... It's her view on gender rules definitely shows up. Oh, jeez. But I don't know. That's the main one, where I'm like, really? Really? I mean, I guess that's one thing where you could argue, like, oh, most of her characters are white, but it is England. Not even England, it's Northern Scotland, okay? like it's, like, demographically it makes sense. Which, honestly, is probably a good thing, otherwise she would have stereotyped more races. Anyway, getting off the topic of J.K. Rowling. I don't know why I talk about it so much. It pisses me off. I said before, I wonder, like, to some extent, did she believe all of her, like, controversial worldviews back when she wrote Harry Potter? Because I feel like she couldn't have and also written Harry Potter, you know? Like, I feel like you can't think the way that she does and also write Dumbledore as a protagonist. Those two, like, worldviews conflict. They're not compatible. I don't know. And for the record, I'm not saying that stereotyping is okay. I'm just saying that I don't think she necessarily intended all of it, Some of it, definitely, it's like blatant stereotyping. It's like, but whatever. I don't know. Another thing is the whole goblin anti-Semitic thing that people think that like they're supposed to be like a representation of like Jews or something, and that it's like really offensive. I've personally never read it that way, but at the same time, I can't deny the resemblance is uncanny. There's like old propaganda from like World War II in which Jews are like represented as looking like a certain race from Harry Potter, and the fact that she has them all working in banks and stuff, it's problematic. But I don't know, for some reason I never really read it that way, but now I can't unsee it, and it's actually annoying. Come on, JK. But also, I couldn't picture her being like, oh, fuck Jews, you know, like. But also, I couldn't have pictured her as being transphobic, so who knows, really. It really is unfortunate. Like, you couldn't just have a good thing last, you know? She had to go, like, and retroactively ruin her fucking series. Oh, God. By being a cunt. And now everyone's, like, nitpicking it for more reasons of her being a cunt. And then they find shit like that, and they're like, well, yep, she was awful the whole time. It's like, was she? I don't know, probably, to some extent, but I do think social media didn't really help her case. Like, the fact that she had access to Twitter probably made her seem a lot worse than she really is. Or maybe it just let her show her true colors. I don't know. I want to stop talking about this because it's controversial. How about that? I guess let me know what you think down below. I definitely think she does stereotype a lot of different groups to some extent, and that she also is maybe anti-Semitic, but I can't prove that. I mean, they're definitely very different. And the fact that Voldemort's kind of supposed to be like an analog for like Hitler, I feel like she at least understands that he's evil. She's not a Nazi. That's like the bare minimum you can say, which is actually really sad. Anyway, though, yeah, the game I'm playing is Donkey Kong, by the way. I played through that entire level, don't even talk about it. It's a really fun level, actually. Super upbeat and happy and good shit. But I didn't even talk about the level, so next time I guess we're going to do 4-6. We're actually going to get to do everything except for the temple and the boss. And then we'll move on to World 5. So 2 more videos and this world will be done. So stay tuned. Let me know your thoughts about J.K. Rowling, I guess. Again, I should stop talking about her. I need to like think of new topics. You know what? Next time I'm going to start with a new topic I've never talked about before. So stay tuned. I talked about Endless Ocean in this video. Actually, let me know about that too. Have you seen the game? Go watch the Grumps play it. And should I play it? I can't remember if they like made fun of it or not, but they make fun of every game, so I don't know. Maybe I'll play it someday. Maybe like on stream or something. That could actually be really fun. I should get back into streaming, but I don't know if the Wi-Fi here would be up to it. It probably would, but I haven't actually tested it out before. And also I'm busy, so like a regular stream schedule seems difficult in addition to YouTube. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah. Subscribe, hit the bell. And otherwise, J.K. Rowling's gonna stereotype you. And whatever minority group you belong to, if any. Oh wait, she already has. Okay. Enough of that. Bye-bye.